welcome back to my channel. I am Emma of Emma Russell Studio, and it has officially been a year of me making YouTube videos, which is really weird for me. I've always wanted to do it. I've always been able to see myself doing something like this, but I feel like I didn't know it would ever be possible, and then I decided to just start. To give a little background, I'm an illustrator. I'm also a graphic designer. I have a degree in graphic design, but I don't really use it right now. Around this time last year, I decided to quit my graphic design job and started an entirely different job that has no relevance to my degree. I decided to work a job that would allow me more time freedom and more freedom in my art so that I could work on building and growing my art business. I say that loosely because I have the name Emma Russell Studio, I have a website, I create art, but I've really only done commission pieces and I've done some collaborations with other companies. And in the beginning of this year, I got to work on a really cool project with Miguel Andrina, which is a Mexican brand, and they actually employ Mexican artisans to create a lot of handmade dresses or embroidery on their dresses for their collections, which is really beautiful. And so I got to illustrate some of their pieces of an upcoming collection. So that was really fun. But after that was more of just an exploratory year. I chose to get a part-time job that was solely for the purpose of just making money on the side, paying bills, something I could do really mindlessly so that I could be able to have full concentration in my artwork, because my last job, part of the reason for quitting was it was just too mentally draining. For me, there were too many moving parts, a lot that I did not understand. It was different graphic design than I really wanted to do. So, this year, 2023, has been very eye-opening. I wouldn't say I had a goal necessarily in mind. I wanted my YouTube to grow, but with my art, my goal was just to really focus on it and be disciplined. And I can say that I've created every day. I've worked in my sketchbook every day, whether it's been in this sketchbook or several of the other ones. If you look at my last video, I actually talk about my thoughts on sketchbooks, and I share 3 different ones, how they're relevant to kind of the idea that like a sketchbook is so important for an artist or what it should be for. That's my last video if you want to check that out. But yeah, I've created something every day, and that is not something that I could say for last year, because last year I was very overwhelmed, very stressed, sick so many times from stress. And I'd never felt that way before, and it was a huge indicator that I needed to quit my job. Even though I worked with my husband and we loved that and it was so much fun, it was not healthy for me. And so that I could take care of myself and just be a better wife and mother and around person, I knew I needed to take that uncomfortable step, and it was really worth it. And I can look back on this year and I'm so proud. I'm so proud of the things that I've been able to create. And it doesn't even matter that I haven't sold that much or made that much money from my art, because I decided to do something for me, and I'm really grateful that I did. And I have enjoyed this time of creating so much. And I have all these ideas for next year. Ones I'm still pondering on, but I've been able to really hone in and see what has worked for me as an artist and things I want to keep and things I want to change. So I actually wrote down goals today. And so my year in review, I would love to share with you. Maybe you are an aspiring artist or you want to make an income full-time from your art as well, like I do eventually. I did the whole reel everyday thing on Instagram. That was one of the first things I did. And if you are trying to just grow your audience for the sake of growing it on Instagram, I think that is a great idea. But if you want to work on more projects with other people, I can't say that that would be the best thing. So you might be thinking, you know, because this is what I was thinking, you know, you grow your audience, you grow the likeliness of someone hiring you to do a job, but I received no clients from my Instagram growth. I did grow my account. I have at least 1,000 new followers. I did not post a reel every day the entire year. It was more of something I've done implement in the past few months, but I have not seen a retention from that in the way that I would like to, that it doesn't really feel worth my time. But even with that, I felt a lot of like the push to like live a life that's more of an artist, where I'm creating slowly, creating a piece with intention and love and something that I'm proud of. And that doesn't always require me creating every day. So realistically, that wouldn't give me enough content to post a reel every day. It could, because I could be doing reels from each piece, or reels that are like 6 different reels from one piece. But next year, I think I want to, 2 things. I want to not post reels every day so that I can focus more on actually creating art and creating really good quality art that I can add to my portfolio and show to potential clients so that I can get more jobs from it. Second thing is that I feel like I want to film more YouTube content in the summer. I went to like monthly YouTube videos more so because my daughter's home from school, and it just made more sense for me to create 1 video a month. I could figure out a different schedule because I would like to do it weekly or bi-weekly. I've begun to do bi-weekly again after the summer ended. That's what I've been doing the remainder of this year. And I really like that. That feels really comfortable for me. What makes it hard for me, and maybe you are like this too, but my part-time job, I don't know what my schedule is going to be until like the week or the week before, and it always changes. So that also makes it hard for me to have a consistent uploading schedule because the days I'm able to create are different and they don't always coincide with when I am posting. The other thing I want to do, the third thing I want to do differently, is I want to actually, there's this website I have used before for freelance work. It's called Upwork. This is not sponsored in any way. It's a site for freelancers, and basically you get connects, and they give you like 10 free connects, and you use those connects to apply for a job. I have gotten work from there. That's actually where I got the project to work for Meagle Andrina. So I know it is something I could definitely make an income from. I've done multiple projects on there before. I love it. The only reason I don't do work consistently there is they make you pay for connects. You can have a membership now, and the membership seems really, really justifiable, especially if you're someone who wants to get consistent freelance work. It's like $21 a month, and they give you 60 or more connects. Usually you need like 5 to 8 for a job, so you can sift through and really apply to ones you feel like you will get. And I think in applying for that consistently, that will help. I also want to work on more creative projects, personal creative projects. The one I just showed you, I've been really wanting to hone in on my branding, graphic design skills. I would like to apply for more work for that, but I need to create that in my portfolio. Even if it's just a personal project, it will show employers or clients what I'm capable of doing. I also want to make 3 new collections, which may be pushing it, 3 new watercolor collections of florals, most likely. Those were my prints that did the best. I did 2 collections, 2 or 3 this past year, and that was really feasible for me. And I sold more than I thought I was going to. I went in with the expectation of selling 0, and I think I sold I sold at least 3 prints from each collection, and I sold more than that because then some of them I had them go on sale before they retired from my website. And I think that that is a good way of doing that. And then I think I want to do some stickers. I want to do some watercolor stickers. I did stickers in 2023 of this year, and they were good, but I think I need to focus more on my niche. My last piece, 2023, either gonna do prints of this or sell it as an original on my website. But with that said, I also created a website for this year. I bought my Squarespace website last year. I have the domain Emma Russell Studios. With getting my website, I didn't really have a goal like, oh, if I sell this many prints or sell this much work, I'll keep my website, because I want to keep it, and my portfolio on it is what landed me the fashion illustration job with a fashion brand. And so I know that that was a really good choice. So I'm keeping my website. My year in 2023, that is my review. That is how I feel like the year went, and my plans for moving forward into the next year. Going to be making a lot more YouTube tutorials that are a little shorter form content. Yeah, we're gonna go from there. I'm excited for 2024. Please let me know if you've been following along or if you would like to see anything art related. And yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas season, and I'll see you next year. Bye.